straight shot.
I almost got screwed up there, but we have our sponsor here. We have Matt Gifford with MGP Coatings.
What's up, North County?
Matt, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, you're an avid follower and supporter and all that kind of stuff, huh?
Love listening to the show every morning. Cracks me up. Always good stuff.
Yeah, so if people don't know about it, tune in the morning, listen to the Morning Brew, and
yeah.
But right now we're going to talk about MGP Coatings and what's been happening since you've been on last.
Yeah, so a lot's been happening. We've done quite a few jobs. I was trying to count them up yesterday, but we've done multiple garages, back porches. We've done a driveway, a carport, really kind of expanding into pretty much all concrete now. We've got our first pool deck coming up. I'm pretty excited about it. It's a lot of concrete, and they're going to go dual colors on it, so it'll really have some pop to it. So pretty excited about that one. But yeah, we've been all over, man.
And you guys, MGP Coatings, I mean, you also paint, so you can paint houses too.
We do. We just finished a very large painting project in Cayucas that we brought our crew down from Tulare County. So we ran a seven man crew, I guess, with me for 2 weeks. It was a very large job.
So the days of doing this stuff are done, huh? It's like
yeah, pretty much. It was pretty cool. Even the owner, he stopped by one day and he said, "Man, you guys got 3 sprayers here." And I said, "Yeah, it was kind of cool that we actually I have enough guys that have enough knowledge now that we were running 3 sprayers almost every day." And it was a pretty cool process. I don't know if I ever want to paint in Cayucas that close to the cliff again, though, because, man, that wind was crazy. Beautiful house, big, beautiful house. But we would mask off the back side of it, and every day, like clockwork, 10:30, 11 o'clock, that wind would start coming through and just start ripping everything off that we had done. So we had like 2.5, 3 hours every morning to work on just the back side of the house. It was nuts, man.
So you'd have that window of opportunity.
Yeah, luckily the house was super big, so we had, the other sides of the house to work on, but yeah, it was such a challenge. My guys were getting so mad.
Do you have to throw down like a primer when you paint houses, or is it all mixed into the main,
Every job's different. This house was an old style stucco house that had never been painted before. And so when you rubbed your hand across it, it was really chalky and all the texture was just coming off. So we did a lot of specialty prep on this one. We used a product called Sealcrete, which is made for metal buildings or stucco or brick, but it's a clear product that a lot of times you put it on with a pump sprayer. We've never actually done a house this big with it, so we ran it through our sprayers, but you spray it on and it seals in that chalkiness. So it's like a pre-prime. Old school painters used to use it, and they would actually put it in their paint for more durability. So he was very particular on what he wanted. So we did a coat of Sealcrete, a coat of primer, and then 2 coats of paint. And he wanted the best paint that we could get on the market. And yeah, it was interesting. It was a lot of fun, but it came out beautiful. So he was super happy. We have a couple gates left to finish because they ended up wanting a specialty finish on the gates, and we couldn't find enough material around to do it. So it was crazy.
Have you ever heard of any painter that painted the house the wrong color and they just went, "Oh no"?
I have, and actually the craziest story that I heard was we do in Tulare County, we do a lot of work for real estate agents that are getting ready to put the house on the market, or the house just got built or bought, and so they'll refer us to the people. And I had one of my real estate agents called, and she said, "Matt, sometime in the middle of the night, somebody came and painted the back half of this house." And I said, "What?" And I go, like, "Was somebody supposed to paint it?" And she goes, "No." And I go, are you kidding me? And she was like, "No, somebody showed up. Like, we came to the house and somebody had painted the back, and then it looked like they ran out of paint, like half the side of one of the houses, of one of her houses that was going on the market." And she was like, "I need a bid to to repaint what they painted to match the rest of the house. And I was like, gosh dang, dude, freaking tweakers, dude. I mean, who shows up to paint a house in the middle of the night for no money?
Right?
I mean, you know, but it was the weirdest story I'd ever heard.
Did they ever find out?
I told her, I said, you might want to give it a couple nights and
see if they do the rest?
See if they come back and finish the rest.
Do you like the color?
Yeah.
Right?
Well, and they didn't. They didn't like the color. I mean, it was not a bad color, but it was the craziest story I'd ever heard.
That is a crazy story.
Yeah. I was like, okay. And yes, I have heard of painters that showed up and got the wrong address and started painting like the neighbor's house next door, or started prepping it, because a lot of times when we show up, people will go to work. So when we get to the house, there's nobody there when we start prepping. It's all about making sure that we have all the right stuff, but we've never done that.
Wow, wouldn't that be crazy?
Yeah, there was just a story I think it was on Facebook. Yeah, I think it was on Facebook. I think it was like in Colorado or something like that, where some painter showed up and painted the whole house. The whole house.
The wrong house.
And then the customer came home and they were like, what the heck, dude? And then they just had to eat it, repaint the house, and then paint the house that they were supposed to.
God, that would be historical. Oh my God, I would love to talk to a painter that done that. Fortunately, it's not you.
I wouldn't want to admit it if I had, but
right? It's like, we're just doing some donations around here, and we decided to paint your house.
We just thought that you might want an upgrade.
Do you like it?
Color, please tell me you like it.
Oh my God, what do you think about? So as a painter, I mean, you've been in this area for quite some time now. There's some pretty ridiculous colors of houses that people paint.
There are some bright colors.
I mean, one that I can think of is kind of over by your area, neck of the woods. It's blue, amongst all these like traditional browns, blue light tans, with the white trim.
Yeah.
What I mean,
we've done a couple of those. We did a couple of them in Porterville. That was like a Dodger blue. I mean, it was a dark blue, and then he wanted the white trim, and the house popped. Like it really popped. But I was like,
I guess I wouldn't care, but I'd still just be like, dude, what is going through your mind? Next door you got normal houses, normal colors, and then you have a bright green or a bright blue or pink house. We
did one house. And the customer's favorite color was like a teal color, and that's what she wanted her fascia. And we repainted her fascia, and we were standing on the street. I was standing with her afterwards, and she goes, "Oh my God, it's so beautiful. What do you think?" And I go, "Well, I wouldn't have put it on my house." I said, "But I don't drive up and see it every day." I go, "You pay me to make it look like you want to, like if you're happy with it. I mean, the paint job looks good." I go, "I just don't care for the color."
So Matt, if somebody's interested in painting, what's the procedure? Do you go out and they call you up and just say, "Hey, we got this house. The inside is." I assume you do inside, the interiors as well.
Yeah, we do interior, right? Exterior. We do some commercial work. Commercial work's kind of touchy. Like I've got LabCorp reached out to me, or their management or whatever, and they want me to do some bids. And but usually commercials like after hour work, and that's. If you're not set up or used to doing that, that's a real strain on the crew.
Right.
Switching from days to nights, and so. But we have a couple commercial contracts in Tulare County. We do the Planet Fitnesses over there. I think we have 4 of them that we go in and we do the touch-ups, and those are constant work because the gyms, everybody goes in and throws their bags on the counter, and so once we paint a wall, our paint will match, so we can go in and kind of do touch-ups. But they put everything on the wall with the double-sided tape, and then we're going to switch out our signs, and they just go through and they rip off the signs, and then it'll leave holes, and so we go in and patch them. And I don't know, we probably go to Platinum Fitness over there, probably each one of them, probably about 3 or 4 times a year, and do touch-ups, and kind of cool. But we do cabinets also. We got a cabinet job, our first cabinet job over in this area. We have coming up, I think at the end of November. So I enjoy doing cabinets a lot. I like doing the finish work. I like the, have to take your time and make everything look really good. Not that we don't make everything look good, but interior, exterior, commercial, whatever. But yeah, they call up, same thing with the concrete coatings. I send them our booking sheet, set up an appointment to go take a look at it, make sure that, what I'm looking at is what they're wanting, and then send them a price. And when they approve it, we get on the schedule.
And what's the time frame from a point of contact to starting the job? A few weeks?
Right now, I think we are out till mid-November.
Okay,
so we've got a couple jobs next week. We got a house in Avila Ranch that the gentleman just bought, and he didn't like the color on the walls or the sheen. So we're going in and we're repainting the whole inside of his house, all the walls, and then we're doing his garage also. So it's another package deal. We've been doing a lot of package deals where we're repainting the garage and doing the garage floor, because it's kind of pointless to make your garage floor look beautiful and then your walls are all kind of messed up. So we've done quite a few of those. So
well, let's go into the concrete stuff that you're doing. So your coating, which is, and I always use this wording, but it's like epoxy type, but it's not.
Right.
So you tell me. What's the difference between epoxy and Pentec? So your product is Pentec.
Yes, so we use Pentec products, only Pentec products. So it's a polyurea base coat, which is a flexible base coat.
So real quick, before you move on, what's the purpose of it being flexible versus epoxy hardens up and continues to harden up, right?
Right. So it gives you that flexibility, because concrete's always going to move. Your foundation, everything's going to kind of settle. A lot of times we go in and we do a lot of repairs. Those are the ones that I really like, because I love the before and after pictures. We did a carport in Pismo Beach at the mobile home park, right across from the campground right there, and they had just crazy cracks, and it was a challenge for us because the slab wasn't properly poured when they did it. We run into this a lot. And the cracks were all the way through the concrete. And so our patching material just kept running through and running through and running through. We would think that we would have it patched, and we'd walk back around the corner 10 minutes later and there'd be that big old crack again. And it was a challenge. But that's one of the things that I love about Pentec was, I just jumped on the phone to our tech team, sent them some pictures, and I said, hey, this is what I'm dealing with. What do I do? How do I get this stuff to stick? We're doing everything, that we're supposed to do, but teach me some more tricks, and so after multiple calls with my tech team and working through it, and the tech team in Minnesota talking, then we finally got it and figured it out, and the customers were blown away. They came out. The husband was out there the whole time watching us, back and forth, and super nice people. We even let them throw some chips. We've been letting customers, when we get to the part of throwing chips. Yeah, well, everybody thinks that's the fun part. And it is, if you do it for just a second. It's kind of...
Right, if you have to do it every day, day in and day out.
It's kind of cool. It's still, I enjoy many parts of it. But I think throwing the chips is one of my favorite parts, because it's kind of like an art, the way that you do it to get them to cover everything the way that it needs to. So... That's one of the things that I love about Pentec, though, is their tech support. We can call anytime, and there's 3 of them that are over there that have been in the industry for years and years, and if they don't, if the person that answers the phone doesn't know, then they're like, hey, let me call you back in 5 minutes, and then they get a hold of the other 2 guys on the tech team, and they kind of troubleshoot it, and then they call back and they're like, okay, try doing this, until we get it figured out. And their carport just came out amazing. It just looked so beautiful, and I love the before and afters, because you could just see these big major cracks running down the whole thing, and then afterwards it was just nice and shiny and smooth and pretty cool product.
So your coatings not only are for garages, but you can also do around the decks, porches, even driveways, right? We have now done one driveway. It was a little bit of a challenge because driveways are sloped. So we have to use the grinders different ways, so that way we don't eat up the driveway when we're doing it. I have looked at a couple of driveways that I've told them, I'm sorry, I can't do it, just because of the way, over here everybody's on a hill somewhere, right?
And some of these driveways, I'm like, why would they pour it like that,
right?
So there has been some that I've told them, I'm sorry, I just don't think I could do it. you know, because if
Somebody wanted to flake their driveway?
we've done it. Yeah,
Really?
we did one in Grover Beach. Yeah.
What? That would be cool looking, like matching the house or something.
Actually, they went with a really bold color. I'm expecting to get a call to go back and paint their house to kind of match it a little bit more. But it was a pretty bold color. It was called chestnut, and it's like this reddish brown. But when they first called me, they wanted just their front entryway done. So it was just a little small project, and I told them, look, like, this isn't that much square feet. And they go, well, eventually, you know, we'd like to look at doing the driveway and maybe the garage. And they had some pretty major damage in their driveway too. There used to be a tree right next to their house, and the roots had come up and kind of cracked the concrete pretty good. I think I worked on one of the cracks where the concrete and the walkway and the concrete came up. I think I worked on it for like 4 hours, just patching it to make it come up to where it was level, and that way you couldn't see it whenever we coated it. But I told him, I said, man, you know, I'm gonna have to charge you this much if we do just your front walkway. I go, it's gonna be this much if we do your driveway. And it really wasn't that much more because
Right, because you have to go and set it up and
the square
get
footage,
there.
you know?
Right.
And I'm like, your little sidewalk isn't going to take us very much. The driveway is going to take us more. And so they were like, oh yeah, let's do the driveway too then.
Right.
And I said, okay, cool. You know, so it was a pretty cool project too. That one we got some really good before and afters too.
So Matt, tell me like some of the horror stories that you've heard with using epoxy, because you always see people that will go to Home Depot or whatever and buy their epoxy. You know, spend all this time pulling their garage, you know, out, everything out. They're going to make a man cave. They're going to make whatever. And they either apply the epoxy wrong. It doesn't harden, whatever. Or it starts cracking, you know, shortly, a couple years after you do it.
Yeah, we used to do the garage floor kits. One of the big differences is the garage floor kits that you buy, they're a lot less expensive, but they give you this little tiny bag of chips. And so it's like after you put down the base coat, it's like you start kind of throwing the chips, and it's just a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here. It might be more chips here and none over here. And so you see a lot more of the base coat. And I couldn't stand the way that it looked. Like I did my shop with an epoxy kit, you know, because I just wanted to put something down where we spray our cabinets and have it, you know, be clean. And we actually did it over wood because my shop floor was raised foundation. And it's, you know, in all honesty, it still looks pretty good. I mean, it's only been a year, but it just so happened that I had a kit in my shop, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna put that in my shop. But we've looked at and removed a couple epoxy jobs where it starts to delaminate from the concrete. So with epoxy, it never stops hardening. It just continues to get harder. And epoxy used to be the industry standard. It was amazing when it first came out. You know, it looked really good. It was really durable. Not that it's still not, but there's just better products on the market. The polyurea product is, we have a limited lifetime warranty backed by our manufacturer. It's not backed by us. It's backed by the manufacturer. And to me, that tells me that if the manufacturer is if they think that their product is good enough to put a limited lifetime warranty on it, like they really stand behind their product. And that's what we were looking at. Just like when we paint cabinets or paint houses, we want to use the best process that we know how, the best products that we know how. Like I don't want to get a call back from a customer mad at me in a year or, you know, anytime. You know, and so we try and use the best products that we can. We try and, you know, stay up on the trainings, and every time they put out something new about a new product, we're doing the research on it and reading about it. Every job we learn something new. You know, every job you learn a little bit quicker way to do it. My guys have gotten really, really good at doing garages. We did a set of steps this week. Which was she was amazing. She called us, went over there and looked at it. She said it was like her back porch, so I'm thinking like a big back porch. We get there and it's like 5 steps, super ugly. It had been painted, but the concrete was kind of falling apart, you know, had paint that was chipping off on the sides. And she said, I hate walking out my back door. And she had like this really pretty backyard, like a little she shed in the back. And then she's got fruit trees and everything, and just really good. And I told her, you know, she picked out the color, and I said, we can make your concrete great again for this much money, and it'll take us a day. And, you know, me and my son went over there Monday, and he was like, I hate you. He was like, this is all going to be hand grinding. And I go, yeah, but it's not even that big, dude. Calm down.
Right.
You know, and we did it. And it's the first time that we'd used this color. It's called Mediterranean. And it's a really nice blend of tans, light grays, and a little bit of white. And so it looked really good with her house. Her house was like kind of a taupe color. And so we did her steps, and she came out and she was like, oh my God, look at those. And I was just like, yes. That's my favorite thing, is when somebody walks out, especially when it's something that is such an eyesore for you.
Right.
Like that's what we specialize in, is we'll come out and we'll make it beautiful for you. And now she's just like, oh, it looks so good. She left us an amazing review, and
oh, cool.
just super cool. But I love those projects. I love when I can put my side-by-sides together and you look at how ugly it was and then what we made it into, you know. And we spend a lot of time trying to patch the stuff that's messed up, so that way you can't see it. Sometimes, you know, we can't, but we do the best we can to blend it in or round it or whatever we need to do. So yeah, it's been fun.
What about slippage? Like you talked about doing around the decks of the pools and stuff like that. I mean, everybody has, you know, been on that concrete, you know, pool that you barely move and you're doing the splits.
So there's a lot of verbiage out there about, you know, slip resistant or anti-slip or, you know, whatever. Anything you put on concrete, I don't care what it is. If it's got a puddle of water on it, if a kid's running by it, they're gonna slip and fall. Like it doesn't matter. There's nothing that's gonna stop that. But we do our best to help prevent it and give you as much slip resistance as we can. So we have different products that we can put in that we mix with our top coat that gives it more grit on top of the flakes. The flakes actually have a pretty good grip to them already.
Yeah, because it's not 100% smooth. It's kind of got some little bit of raised areas and stuff like that.
Yeah, so in garages, it's not really an issue. Usually if we're doing some kind of an outdoor project, porches, even porches, and I kind of gauge it too by the people. Like we did a garage in Cayucas, and the lady was, I mean, she just stole our hearts when me and my wife went over there and met her. She was just super sweet. She's from the valley too, has a house over here, but you know, she told us, if you guys would have been here 5 minutes ago, you guys would have found me laying in the garage. And I was like, what? First time we'd met her. And she goes, yeah, I came out to open the garage and I slipped and fell. No water in there. She was just older lady, you know. And so I told her, I said, well, when we do your garage, we're going to put a little bit more slip resistance in it. So we've got some silica sands that are different grits that we use for different areas. So one of them, I don't know if we're supposed to mention the names or not. You know, I don't know if that's a no-no for everybody, but I'm a pretty open book, you know. So one of them's called Shark Bite, and it gives you a little bit of a grip, and then we have Gator Bite that gives you a lot more. So like on the pool decks, we will we'll put the Gator Bite in there, and we've got some sample boards at the shop that we show people, you know, hey, this is what your grit. It's not always going to be the same because you're mixing it in, and it's just kind of how it lays out with it. But it's a pretty sanded texture. Like you're going to lose some skin off your toes. You know, but I would rather you lose a little bit of skin off your toes. It's kind of like the old school pools, you know, when you first get in the summer when you're a kid, and then your toes are all raw.
Yeah, you're all raw.
Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. But we really try and base it on the customer. But any outdoor projects, front porches, the driveway, you know, we put a little bit of extra grip in there, you know, because it does have a slope, and you know, when you get out of your car and it's raining, we don't want people to fall, so we do what we can to help stabilize that.
Well, very cool. So how does somebody get in touch with you guys to get a bid, come and check? I assume you come out and check their stuff out, you know, tell them what you can and can't do, what their options of they can do, obviously.
Yeah, and I'm very straightforward with people. Like I said, I have told people there's jobs that we can't do. I looked at a driveway in Los Osos for a guy, and he had some foundational issues, same thing where roots from a tree had come up and kind of lifted it, and I told him we can't level that out, but we can kind of make it go away to where it's not a trip hazard. We can grind it down and make it a little bit angled. And
so you guys do that. You guys do the extra stuff of like grinding, because a lot of times you see like the concrete where the sidewalk is
lifted
like
up.
Yeah, it's like a quarter inch, maybe sometimes a little bit more.
Yeah.
So you guys can kind of grind that down and put a little bit more of a.
Yeah, we take it's called a V blade, and we'll take it and we'll kind of cut the concrete a little bit, and then we just kind of grind it to where it's more of a slope, and then we'll patch it so that way it's not such a defined, like a step, So that way we can take that tripping hazard out. But yeah, the best way to get a hold of us is either at our website, mattgiffordpainting.com. Facebook's a great way, just MGP Coatings. You can give me a call anytime, 805-952-5301. We have Instagram. I think we just started our YouTube, so
Oh yeah,
kind
nice.
of branching out into that. So
Are you still giving away free gas cards?
we haven't for a little bit. I kind of got discouraged because every time we would draw a winner, nobody would collect them.
It would be Teresa.
Yeah,
Every time.
Well, Teresa got it. Yeah, I think she's. Yeah, has she got them?
I don't know.
She might have gotten 2 of them. But yeah, no, I've got a couple people's cards, and like you said, it's like how long do you hold on to them?
Right,
before? But
you have to have that disclaimer. It's like, but you were giving away $50 I mean, that's not like a $5 gas card.
Yeah.
That's a tank of gas.
That's a chunk of change, yeah. Yeah, and I was, I'm searching them up on Facebook and sending them messages, and and I didn't get any response. So I'll try and reach out to them one more time, but
they're done.
I think October. I think we're going to be doing some more giveaways, try and boost our Facebook page. We're really trying to get our Facebook page up there because that's where we run a majority of our ads, our specials. We do live videos on there. I post the TikToks, and I mean, we have a TikTok and Snapchat too, but I always post the TikToks to the Facebook. I'm not a big Instagram guy. I know we have one, but I don't know. Facebook's, I guess an old man's.
Yeah, it's that's where your clients are.
Yeah, it's easy to use. So we've been really trying to boost our Facebook, and we want to chase you and your followers, and Lori and gosh, man, all their followers. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, right on, Matt. Well, like I said, we appreciate you as a sponsor.
Yeah.
We have a great time when you come in, hearing about all the different products that you guys offer, the success that you guys are having here. And it sounds like the community is really gravitating, to your offerings and your services. And, you couldn't be more blessed than that right now, right?
Yeah, no, and I love getting involved in the community events, the chamber events, going out and meeting people. We just got to go to A-Town Shop last week, and it was cool because my crew was here from Tulare County, and so my lead guy that runs the crew over there went with me, and so we got to do axe throwing, and it's one of the places that I'd been wanting to go, and now I'm just like, dude, I'm getting a membership there. Like that place is cool, man. But just getting to meet all the people in the community, the chamber events. Pretty sure we're gonna have a booth at Oktoberfest at the Boo at the Zoo. So come out and see that, and that's going to be more of just a fun one. But that's probably where we're going to do some kind of a giveaway, something like our Facebook. And so I'm getting into the whole QR code thing. So everything's got the QR codes on it now. So
that's huge.
Makes it even easier to get to our stuff. So
very cool.
Yeah, pretty excited about it.
Well, awesome. Well, we appreciate you. We appreciate you partnering up with us and being a part of our journey and we're part of your journey as well.
Yeah. No, thank you guys very much. You too, Eric. Thank you.
Well, right on. Well, Matt, can't wait to see what happens the next time you come on, and we'll keep up with your journey and around here in the county of where you guys are doing some painting and where you guys are doing some concrete coating work.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Follow us on Facebook, guys.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming in. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Well, there you have it, guys. Hey, if you guys need your house painted, your garage and door painted, you need your concrete coated, you're around the deck, MGP Coatings is the place to call. These guys you want to reach out to. You can follow them on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, all that stuff. Give them a call. Matt will come out and the crew will come out and see what they can do to make and beautify your house. But as always, guys, we can't do this without you and our sponsor. We'd like to thank Esquire Wines, Wine Travelers Hideaway, Visit Atascadero, 805 Customs, Ron Mullins with Remax, North County Junk Removal, The Trailer Barn, Story Termite and Pest Control, Borhone Auto Center, Kennedy Club Fitness, Airflow Filter Services, Suprema Meat Market, and of course, MGP Coatings. Thanks again, guys. See you next time.
Hi, this is Dave Story, small game hunter with Story Termite and Pest. We're a full-service termite and pest control company. From rodents to termites, we can take care of all your pest control needs. Call today. We can tailor a pest control program that will meet your needs and budget. Contact us at 805-460-0650 or at storytermite.com. Remember, we don't have customers, we have friends.
Hi, it's Alex with Suprema Meat Market. We are a Mexican meat market with a taqueria. Come enjoy our high-quality cuts and meats. We offer choice and prime Harris Ranch beef, as well as chicken, seafood, and pork items. In the taqueria, all of our tacos come with handmade tortillas. We also offer specialty items like chilaquiles and chile rellenos. Come enjoy Taco Tuesday with Suprema. We offer our tacos at $1.99 each. Suprema Meat Market is located at 8950 Montecito Avenue in Atascadero.
Are you tired of looking at that worn-out concrete garage floor, patio, or porch? Look no further than MGP Coatings, where customer service reigns supreme. Our team goes above and beyond to ensure your satisfaction every step of the way. Before we even start coating, we meticulously repair your concrete, ensuring a flawless finish that lasts. And here's the best part. Our Pentec coatings are 4 times stronger than epoxy, so they won't chip or peel, making maintenance a breeze. Plus, they come with a limited lifetime warranty. Call us today at 805-952-5301 or check out our Facebook and Instagram and experience the MGP coating difference. Don't wait. Transform your garage, patio, porch, or driveway and become a part of the MGP coating family.
What's up, North County? This is Teresa Branch with Airflow Filter Service. We are a family-owned business right here in the North County. We have air filters, oils and lubricants, and hydraulic hoses. We provide services that include air filter cleaning, DPF cleaning, and waste oil collection. Come check us out at 1140 Ramada Drive, and we can help you with all your automotive and industrial vehicle needs.
Hi, this is Omid
and Deanna
at North County Junk Removal. We are a business known for helping our neighbors and our community.
Let us help you save money and get rid of any unwanted items.
And rest assured that our professional team adheres to global standards of safety and recycling. We are fully licensed and insured for your peace of mind.
We are locally owned and operated, and we look forward to helping you with all your junk removal needs.
Please call us at 805-769-6966.
Atascadero isn't your standard getaway. We're unique, just like you. We're growing, transforming, and figuring it out as we go. We're a town filled with innovators, artists, makers, and game changers. We're a little bit country, a little bit funky, and always authentic. We're here for your good times, your slow times, and your changing times. We're all in Atascadero. Come see for yourself. Learn more at visitatascadero.com.
Hi, welcome to Kennedy Club Fitness, where we have something for everyone. We have weights, cardio, group exercise classes, racquetball, basketball, swimming, and pickleball coming soon. Here at Kennedy, we're committed to health, wellness, and community. Stop by any of our 4 locations: Paso Robles, Atascadero, San Luis Obispo, and Arroyo Grande, or check out our website at kennedyclubs.com.
Hi, my name is Ron Mullins with Remax Parkside in Paso Robles, California. I have proudly represented buyers and sellers in northern San Luis Obispo County since 1990. Give me a call to discuss how my experience can help you achieve your real estate goals. I can be reached at 805-235-2308.